Dark green color, a little dark sienna in it once in a while, just to do like that. We can take a liner brush, a little bit of color, put in a few little things that hang like that, just to bring it together. And I think we have a nice little seascape done. It's very simple. I hope you try it, because this one will work for me. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend. There. All right. Something like that. I tell you what, maybe there's, yep, you're right. It comes right down there. And in here, we'll just fill it up. Just fill it up. Just put some color in. There. Okay. Now then, we'll put a few tree trunks over here on this side, still using that same color, dark sienna, a little white. There. Now this old big boy, he goes right off the canvas. We'll assume he's a big tree, strong tree. Maybe he's the papa tree that lives out here. And here and there you can see a few little things that just live in there. You can take the knife and just scrape in the indication of little limbs that are hanging. And evergreens always have these little limbs that hang off of them. Now then, fun time. I'll use that same old brush, has that tree color on it. I'm going right into the cad yellow. And once in a while I'll hit a little yellow ochre, a little Indian yellow, just to change the flavor a little bit. Because there was blue and black in that color, instantly we have green. We have a gorgeous green color. Load it back up to a chisel edge once again, same way, very sharp, see there? All right, both sides. Let's go up here. Now then, let's begin deciding which tree's in the foreground, which tree's in the background. Figure it out in your mind and do the tree that's farthest away first. Do him first. There. And then, well, let's see, maybe this tree. Okay, so you had to make these decisions. There. A little yellow ochre I'm going to add right in there, just to change the flavor a little, so this tree will have a little different taste to him. There, see there? And as it works down, let it get darker and darker and darker, because down in the bottom here, there's shadows, big shadows. And also, trees are normally brighter at the top because you have the newest growth up there. There. If you have trouble making this stick, add the least little touch of paint thinner, or a little touch of liquid white even, just to thin the paint. Because one of our golden rules that you need to remember is that a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. We start with a paint that's much thicker than normal oil paints. That's very important. It's much, much thicker. It's very firm, very dry. And then by sort of thinning each layer on top of that, we can literally paint layer after layer on top of it. But each layer needs to get a little bit thinner. There. So if you don't start with a thick paint, guess what's going to happen? You're going to become a mud mixer. And if you've painted, sooner or later you're going to mix a little mud. All of us have. So really pay close attention to the consistency of your paint. There. Darker, darker, darker. Down in here. Just let it fade right on into nothing. And this will happen automatically because your brush, as you're going down, is picking up that dark color, and automatically it gets darker. Now, let's load the brush different. This time, I'm going to tap it into the color. I'm going to break it open and tap it into the color, giving a little push. Let's put a little yellow out there so you can see it better. Give a little push. That loads a little bit of paint right on the edge. Let's go up in here. Now maybe we said there was going to be some land here. Look at here. Just touch and follow those angles. Think about the lay of the land, or the way the land flows downward. It's most important. There. And normally, in fact, I can't think of many exceptions, water always sets in a recessed area. So usually there's a reason. Usually the land's coming downward. Pay attention to those angles. pay you huge dividends. There. Okay, see there? You can just make all these little layers of things like so. That easy. Put some on the other side too. That worked out pretty good. Once again, dip the brush into a little paint thinner or a little liquid white. The liquid white will make your color a little brighter. And sometimes that's very desirable. Okay, sometimes you don't want to keep it very pure. It's up to you. You make the decision. There we go. It's the hardest thing about painting is making these big decisions that you have to make. Because when you have this much power, you have to use it correctly. There. All right. Well, when I go home, I don't have any control over anything but the garbage. But here, I can do anything. Anything. Can move rivers here. There. But work in layers, see? Always start farthest away and work forward, forward, forward. And by tapping, it makes these little grassy areas, and you can make them to where they're soft as velvet. Or you can make them very distinct. It's really up to you. It looks like a nice place just to get a good book and go up there and kick back and talk to the animals. And now, I'm going to pull the brush in a different way. See here? I'm pulling it in one direction. Straight down, pulling it in one direction. And that'll cause it to have a little curve in it. I want to turn the brush so that curves to the top. See it? Let's go up here. Now with that same old brush, I'm going to go right in here, and I'm just going to push in a happy little bush or two. Don't let it slide. Push it. Make your bristles bend a little bit. Look at that. See? Little bitty old tree. It lives right there. Or he can be a pretty good sized tree. Add a little Indian yellow to that, brighten him up. Maybe there's a little friend lives right here. There, see? It's up to you, wherever you want them. I gotta have one on the other side too. That's working so nice I can't quit. Where does he live? Right there, right there. See? Isn't that neat? Did you ever think with just an old 2-inch brush and a big old knife, it almost looks like a putty knife, that you could paint a gorgeous painting like this in a matter of minutes? You can. At first, it may take you a little longer. Don't worry about speed when you first start. Speed will happen automatically. It takes a little time to learn how to load the brushes, but after you've done that, speed will begin coming automatically. See there? We'll put a little bush that lives right down here. There we go. Wherever you want them. You can have them anywhere. Now then, little water line. We'll take that same old color. This is just liquid white. Liquid white. Pull it out flat. We're going to cut across, just like we did in the background. And let's put us a little water line right under here. This little light area sort of separates the two darks. And if you get one that's too bright, all you have to do is just rub it a little bit. See there? Once again, though, you want to keep these lines basically straight. Something like that. There. You can have a little ripple here and there. Like that. Take a clean knife, and we just pop in indication. A few little sticks, little twigs that live out here. Wherever you want them. Some on the other side too. Shoot, I think we got a finished painting here. We'll take a little bit of crimson, a little paint thinner. We'll sign that one. But I hope you try this one. This is a very easy little painting to do. And as I say, even if you've never painted, this is one that you can do. Until next time, from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.